Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, today our topic is covalent bond. So, first of all, we know what is a covalent bond. Covalent bond, the chemical bond formed by the sharing of electron. The chemical bond formed by the sharing of electrons between between two atoms is known as a covalent bond. Covalent bond is formed when the reacting atoms need electrons to achieve the inert gas electron arrangement. Dear students, the sharing of electrons takes place in such a way that each atom in the resulting molecule gets the stable electron arrangement of an inert gas. That means the electrons are not completely transferred, but the electrons are shared between two atoms. Between two atoms. Whenever a non-metal combines with another non-metal, sharing of electrons takes place between their atoms and a covalent bond is formed. That means a covalent bond is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons between the two atoms. On the basis of the sharing of the electrons, the covalent bond are of three types. Number first is single covalent bond. Number second is double covalent bond, and number third is triple covalent bond. So we will take first single covalent bond. Single covalent bond a single bond is formed by the sharing of one pair of electrons. When one pair of electrons is shared between two atoms, a single bond is formed by the sharing of one pair of electrons. That means when one pair of electrons are shared between two atoms, single bond is formed. A single covalent bond is formed by the sharing of two electrons between the atoms, each atom contributing one electron. For example, if we take an example of chlorine molecule, Cl2 molecule, we see that in the outermost shell of the chlorine there are 7 electrons. When these two atoms of the chlorine, each atom contains in the last shell, each atom of the chlorine, in the last shell of the chlorine there are 7 electrons. So one atom of chlorine needs one electron to fill its octet. So the chlorine molecules, they share this electron. When this electron is shared between one pair of electron is shared between these two atoms of the chlorine, a molecule of chlorine is formed. That's a single, due to the formation of the single bond, a chlorine molecule is formed. A chlorine molecule is formed when the two atoms of the chlorine share one pair of electron. The second type of the bond is double covalent bond. Dear students, double covalent bond a double covalent covalent bond is formed by the sharing of two pair of electrons between two atoms. That means a double covalent bond is formed by the sharing of 4 electrons. Two pair of electrons, that means 4 electrons are shared between the two atoms. For example, if we take an example of oxygen molecule, O2. In the oxygen molecule, there are 6 electrons in the outermost shell. So oxygen atom needs 2 electrons. One atom of oxygen needs at least 2 electrons to complete its octet. So the oxygen molecules share its 2 electron with another oxygen molecules and form a double bond. That means O oxygen forms double covalent bond is formed between the two atoms of oxygen to form one molecule of oxygen. And third type is triple covalent bond. A triple covalent bond is formed by the sharing of three pair of electrons between two atoms. That means there are at least 6 electrons are shared by two atoms. For example, if we take an example of nitrogen molecule, there are 5 electrons in its outermost shell. So this oxygen, it share one atom of oxygen share at least 3 electrons with other atom of the oxygen and form a triple bond N. That means two molecules of oxygen, two atoms of the oxygen, they form a triple bond to form one molecule of N2, one molecule of nitrogen. Dear students, we can take other examples of elements to form how these is how a single bond is formed, how a double bond is formed, and how a triple bond is formed.